Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at Georgia Lottery scratch tickets and their expected values or payouts. And we're going to start here on my Happy Place page again, and we're on page 3. And I just want to shout out Windy City Frenzy. They don't need an introduction from me. They're a huge slot channel, lots of fun to watch. Two guys, they're just having fun at the casino. So if you like slot videos, definitely recommend checking them out. They've had some really nice wins on their channel. So I just want to say thank you, Windy City Frenzy, for coming to my channel and checking it out and leaving a comment. I appreciate you doing that. So the ticket we're looking at today is the $5,000 overload ticket. And this is actually by request. I'm working on $10 tickets, but I'm going to do this $5 ticket video today because one of my viewers requested it. So Kevin, this is for you. Anyways, the $5,000 overload came out this past January. So it's been out a few months now. There are still some top prizes left on it. And you can see here the prize structure is pretty complex. There are lots of different prizes you can win, and they are pretty well spread out over the whole structure here. It's a number match game, and it looks like there's one symbol that you can get the money bag for an instant $20. And you can see here most $5 tickets have, like a $300,000, anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 jackpots. This one only has $5,000, which means there's no money taken out of this ticket for taxes, which I kind of like. I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb for the state to. I mean, the state looks at scratch tickets as like a voluntary tax, and so it's like they're going to tax you on the tax that you're paying. Sort of, it doesn't make sense. I think all games should be without tax, but this one, fortunately. They're not gonna take tax out when you take this $5,000 winner to the Georgia Lottery office. So let's go ahead and look at the payout per prize. And what this column here tells us is that for every $5 the Georgia Lottery gets for selling these tickets, it tells us how much money they're putting back in to pay these prizes. And so you can see the highest amount of money is here on this $20 prize. The symbol win, that money bag, is worth $20. And so they put the most money here. And so if we look at this, for example, for every $5 the Georgia Lottery gets, they're putting 58 cents back in to pay off these $20 prizes. And you can see the prize structure, or the money per prize, is pretty spread out, with the exception of a couple of these, the $40, 20, 200, 500. There's very little money in those prizes, but the rest are pretty well spread out. So if you add up the total payout per prize, if you add up this whole column, you come up with a total payout on this ticket of about $3.64 for every $5 that you play. So if you were to play a bunch of these tickets and win all of these prizes according to the odds that the Georgia Lottery posts on its website, you should see back about $3.64 for every $5 that you play. And if you break that down on a dollar per dollar basis, which I like to do so that you can compare, like $5 tickets to $3 tickets and $1 tickets, you get back about 72 cents for every dollar that you spend. Now, we're going to see in a minute that this is in the high range for $5 tickets in Georgia. Now, I really don't like $5 tickets here. I think the value should be higher. And so it's kind of like in the high range of a bad category. So I'm going to qualify it like that, I guess. So let's go ahead and look at the bottom 99% of prizes and the top 1% of prizes. And I like to separate out the value of the top 1% of prizes. And the reason I like to do that is because most players who play this game are just going to be winning these prizes here in the bottom 99% of prizes. And so I like to take out this top 1% just to have a more realistic expectation of what you can expect to get back when you play this game. And you can see I really like that the majority of the prizes are here in the bottom 99%. So there's a wide variety of prizes that you can expect to win on this ticket, all the way up to $75. And you can see that $75 prize is split between the top 1% and the bottom 99%. And it's a pretty even split, actually. So you have a pretty good chance at hitting up to $75. Anything more than that is going to be tough to get. Now, I say tough, not impossible. If you saw the cash word multiplier ticket that I played in my last video before this one, I had blanked on like 7 tickets in a row, and then that 8th ticket, it was the very first win I had gotten as I was filming that ticket, and it was in the top 1%. So I was super lucky to get that. So it is possible. It's just difficult to get it to get a prize here in the top 1%. And so taking out this value here in the top 1% of prizes, if you add up all the value in the bottom 99%, you come up with a new total payout for this ticket of about $3.02 for every $5 that you spend, or 60 cents on the dollar. So for every dollar you spend, you should expect to see about 60 cents back. That's a more realistic view of what you should expect to get on this ticket, and that's very different. I'm going to go back a page. That's very different from the 72 cents per dollar that we said was the value of the game overall. So most people who play this are only going to see back about 60 cents on the dollar. So let's go ahead and take a look at our chart here. Now, I don't have very many of the $5 tickets on this chart yet. I think because I hate the $5 tickets so much, I'm waiting to last to do these. But anyways, on the chart here is the $5,000 overload ticket. And you can see this was January, March, May, and June. And so you can see there's a definite decrease in $5 tickets since the beginning of the year. And I say this every video. As long as people are going to buy bad $5 tickets, the Georgia Lottery is going to keep decreasing the value. We've seen that the Georgia Lottery can have a payout of 78 cents on the dollar for $5 tickets, and they would do that if people would stop buying the $5 tickets and force them to increase the value. But until we do that, it's really our decision. It's in our hands, and if we don't want 78-cent payouts, then we can just keep on buying tickets with 71-cent payouts. So anyways, this ticket, if you are buying $5 tickets right now, this is probably the best $5 ticket that you can get, compared with what we've been offered the past few months. This one has almost a 73-cent payout, compared to 70 and 71 and 72 for the past few months. It's also got the best odds of any $5 ticket, of any recent $5 ticket. And yeah, I mean, it's got a decent amount of money here in the top 1%. It's pretty similar to the other tickets in the bottom 99%. So you're actually playing for these $5,000 prizes. The one thing that I would say about this ticket is that you have to be okay with not playing for a big jackpot, with the top prize being $5,000. And that's really the only thing that I would say, to just think about as you're playing. It depends on what type of player you are. If you're okay with a top prize of $5,000 and you love $5 tickets, this is probably the one to play. So anyways, that's it for the $5,000 overload. I'm still going to say pass on this ticket. I think the value is too low for a $5 ticket. So it's a pass for me, but if you are playing this, good luck. Hopefully you'll go out there and win one of those $5,000 prizes. There are still several left. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.